her legs over, the support of the shoulders is really helping for that full expression of the pose. And so from shoulder stand, she can softly bring her legs into plow pose. Nice. And then she can come into Karnapidasana, bending the knees. And so for her, maybe the shoulder support is inhibiting her from getting her knees onto the mat because she's pretty flexible. And this is a very complex posture to actually get your knees to the mat. And so in the photo in the book, she has her feet flat. So it's going to be kind of a personal thing that you're working out with your own posture to have the toes tucked under or the feet flat because of resistance. If the feet are flat on the mat, maybe you're going to be going deeper into the pose, but maybe you feel too much stretch in your back body. And so for her, having the toes tucked under looks a bit safer. And then you can come back into shoulder stand. And you can take butterfly or Padmasana here. So the modification is butterfly, which she's in if you can't come into Padmasana, which as we've discussed lots of times, majority can't. And so you're going to start to bring your feet towards you. So you're going to bring your butterfly shape towards you. Yeah. And if that feels okay, you can transition your hands to your legs. Yeah, and from here you can extend your arms, pressing the shape away from you. So this posture might be easier without the props underneath because there's more cushion, which makes it a little harder to find your balance. But that looks really nice. And you can fold into Padmasana from here, hugging the shape into your body. So you can hug in and take your hands around your legs. Yeah, so she's getting big back stretch in all of this. That's why I'm trying to talk quickly so she's not in all of these postures too long. And again, the butterfly feet is a modification instead of coming into lotus. That was Padmasana. Nice. And you can release, coming back into shoulder stand one more time. And we'll come all the way down to the mat. So you can bring your legs over your head and roll down. And remove the, yeah. Nice. Thank you for reading my mind. And then she'll walk her feet in, kind of like bridge pose. Yeah. And lay your head down. Lift your seat, lift your butt. And take your hands underneath your seat, palms facing down.
Together?
No, they can be under each one, yeah. And then extend your legs again. Pointing your toes and start to bend into your elbows and lift your chest. Nice, and she's got good Barbie feet. The feet are active, the legs are active, and there's a beautiful arch in her spine. So she's pushing her forearms down to lift up, and you can rest your head if it reaches the mat. Nice. And we can come into flying fish pose. So this is a modification, or can be done instead of doing the flying fish pose, because in flying fish pose, your head is on the mat. So you're putting pressure onto the head, which can be tricky for some practitioners. Start to shift the weight onto your head and slide your hands out. And then lift your arms and lift your legs 45 degrees. Nice, and oftentimes you need to change someone's posture a little bit, so you can lift your legs a little bit more. A little bit here. Nice. So the legs and the arms are kind of reaching in the same direction. Take a nice big breath and then exhale and hug your knees in to release everything. You can roll around on your low back. So the last two are not inversions, but the rest of them are basically variations of shoulder stand. We're going to be resting a lot on the upper back and the back of the head in all of these postures. So take the props that you need when working with a friend, and you can go through this series. And Padmasana isn't always, maybe you can do half Padmasana in the pose. Oftentimes people need their arms to get themselves into Padmasana. So if you do, you can kind of come out of the pose and get yourself into Padmasana and go back into it, but butterfly is perfectly acceptable modification of that as well. Do you guys have any questions before we run through the series with a friend? Any stuff that like stands out to you when you do the poses, pain that you experience, or?
Here in Padmasana, it's in my wrist, but is that the same on